Hello everyone, it's Leo and it's time to talk about episode 36 from You and Idol PreCure. I am super happy with this episode. I was waiting for this and it really paid off for me. I found it incredible. And one of the things that I found the most impressive about it is that I feel like this episode really explained why the season is called Kimi to aidol purikyua, or You and Idol PreCure. The presence of this you and idol, or you and I. We've seen lots of interviews about the title, and if you are the person who doesn't really read or follow videos about the interviews, this episode showed why this season has the name, and I found it incredible. So we start the episode with the Idol PreCure Research Club. They're cheering for Cure Idol. They're having fun. They're having their moment. And they start talking about a concert and how nice would a concert be. And then Pudding says that she has enjoyed so many concerts from the Idol PreCure. And they're like, girl, what? And, Kokoro and Maron, they quickly jump in to say that, she's talking about her dreams only. And then Pudding ends up having the idea of a real concert. I love that it's her, or Purirun, that has the idea in this episode. Purirun has a very strong presence in the show, but never really as someone who has ideas or someone who brings something to the group in this sense. She's always the chaos, she's always the fun, she's always the comedy. But I like that it's her that brought something this time around. She was the one to raise the idea of a concert. All the other girls, they have agreed to the idea. They're all very excited about it. Tanaka jumps in very easily, saying that he will book a venue for them. Very cool. And then everything is settled. They are going to do a live concert. Then next, what they do is hold a meeting to talk about the concert. And I really like this first moment because there are some ideas that are raised there. And we that follow music, we that follow idols, we kind of get the gist. But as the show always does, it explains certain things to people that don't really follow the music scene. For example, I did not know that in Japanese they use the word setori for set list. And I really liked knowing about that. Now I can add that to my vocabulary. Very cute. And then they start talking about the importance of a title for the concert. And they use Kaito's title, Kaito's new show title, as an example. Another thing that I like about it is that when they bring up Kaito, and we have this crush that Uta has. Maybe it's her first love, maybe it's a crush. We don't really know. We're probably going to discover more about that next week. But it's nice that when they bring up Kaito the idol, they don't really do that little thing like, oh, Uta, we're talking about Kaito. It's natural. It's professional. I like it. Very good. And titles of concerts are also an important thing. Usually, or almost always, the tours or the special concerts, they have a title that will embody the vibe of the concert more or less. For example, I'm sorry, I have to do this. Juice Juice is right now holding their own tour in Japan. Juice Juice is an idol group. My favorite idol group, by the way, together with Wasta. But they're holding their own concert right now. And when they announced the tour, they announced it as Juice Juice Queen of Hearts Tour. And what is the concept of this tour? When they announced it, they played a game. And so the winner of the game is going to do a solo song in the concert. So that is why it's called Queen of Hearts, because in each show there is one queen, which is the girl or the idol that is going to perform a solo song in the middle of the show. So the winner of the game will perform a solo in each of the dates of the concert. I found that very nice. And so I like the idea of the title, and they did not settle on the title. They're going to think about it. And then they start thinking about other things, about other concepts, other ideas. And they also ask Tanaka where they're holding the concert. And Tanaka brings in Pacifico Yokohama, which is a real location, a real venue in Japan that holds 5,000 people. That's a lot. Oh my God. And it's very nice how the show was very careful with everything. When we're talking about the venue itself, it really looks like the real Pacifico Yokohama, the way they drew it in the show. Very, very beautiful. And the girls are all starstruck with the idea of performing in front of 5,000 people. Uta keeps on saying that she can't imagine how big it's going to be. And then for them to prepare for the concert, they decide to gather ideas and opinions from fans at the same time that Tanaka is also going to move and do his own thing. What Tanaka does is he promotes the concert to the fan club. So all of the fans will gather a quick notification in their cell phone knowing that a concert is happening. And we also have Kari and Zakuri promoting the concert in Pretty Holic. Very cute. While the girls are listening to opinions from the Idol PreCure Research Club. I mean, not everyone. Kokoro, Pudding, and Maron. And then when they get together again to discuss things about their concert, they start bringing up the ideas. They start talking about the set list and more stuff about how the concert is going to be. I also really like that Nana researched and searched on the internet how people like seeing in concerts. We have Purirun jumping in and saying, I'm going to do the fan service, as Purirun always does or almost always, because she used to do it more before turning into Kyurizu-kyun. She always does it in the episodes, or almost always does it in the episodes. And it's funny because she's like, I'm going to do it. And she does it as Purirun. And then Kokoro's like, oh, that's great, buddy. You're going to do it as Kyurizu-kyun. You're going to do the Kyurizu-kyun version. And then they get ready for rehearsals. They rehearse a little bit, and it's very cute because they finish doing the pose that they do in the Kizuna Ribbon song. Girl, that song has such a big title. I'd never remember. And then Kyor Idol keeps on saying that she can't really imagine how big the venue is, how many people they're going to meet. And then Kyurizu-kyun is like, if you can't imagine, let's go to the venue. And so they go to Pacifico Yokohama. It is a very big place, and they are all starstruck again by seeing it in person. And that makes them even more excited for their concert. After that, we have another very nice scene with Uta in her house. She is trying to imagine, she's trying to think of a title for the concert. She's having a very hard time. And then they see a little bit of an interview with Kaito on screen. And Kaito talks about what a concert means for him as an artist. I really love his answer. I really love how he talks about it is that special place in which people go to, and everyone is there in that same space together, enjoying something in common. And I love it because I love going to concerts. It's one of the things that I love doing in life. I love traveling and going to concerts of the artists that I like. And it is always that special. You get transported to a special place. And I still have a dream of going to a concert of my favorite artist, Ayumi Hamasaki. I've never been to her concert before, and I really want to go. I've been to another concert of my other favorite artist, who's Madonna. I've been to her concert more than once, so I feel very happy about it. But I still want to fulfill this dream of going to an IU concert. And I love this answer, and I love when Kaito brings it to the show. He is the OG idol. He is the idol who has been on the road for longer, so he knows what an idol is, and I really like when the show brings it to his character. And then we have Uta really suffering because she can't choose a title. This is something that's been on her mind, and we have Purirun trying to think of one as well, but Uta cannot seem to let go of her anxiety about the title. And then Purirun and Meridon come together to try and ease her by saying that it's not her responsibility, it's the group responsibility. And it is also something that they're going to come up together. They are a strong group. They can rely on each other, so they don't have to be overthinking and suffering for this. It was a very sweet moment, and I loved how the connection of them is. I mean, Purirun's and Uta's connection is very strong, and seeing Meridon joining in, very, very cute as well. I really liked it. And during this dialogue, we have a moment of Purirun raising her Kiraki light, and Purirun keeps on saying that when they are performing, if they reach out their kirakilala, they're also going to receive the kirakilala from the public. They're going to be able to send that energy to the 5,000 people that are there in the concert. And Uta gets very emotional just thinking about that sea of people with their kiraki lights and the 5 of them together on stage. That was a very sweet moment. I really loved it. And oh my God. And then on the next day, they get ready. They transform. They go to Pacifico Yokohama once again, and they are ready to see the stage. The stage is so beautiful. I wonder if the stage of the real show is going to be as beautiful as this one. I believe it will. And I forgot to mention, obviously, the show that they're doing in this episode is a real concert that is happening in real life for people that are in Japan, for fans of PreCure that are in Japan. It is the You and Idol PreCure concert. It's happening October 18. It's going to be amazing for sure. And so they see the stage, they get dazzled, and they're ready to rehearse. I mean, they're going to rehearse after lunch. And then while they are in the backstage, they meet other people that are doing the work. They're doing another part of the work for them. Obviously, when we're talking about a concert, there are so many people that work to make a concert work. And they notice that there is one man that is having lots of troubles. Cure Idol helps him. And then all of the Idol PreCure, they go in and they say how they're thankful to everyone who's been working so hard to make this show happen. This instantly reminded me of one interview with Chiaki Kon, which is the director of You and Idol. And she said that this is something that she thought of while thinking of the idea of You and Idol. An idol does not exist by herself only. She exists because there are people watching her, there are fans watching her. But not only that, there's also lots of workers that have to work to put on an idol together. Producers, people that work on their costumes and everything. And she specifically talks about the people that work backstage on a concert. For a concert to be able to be put together, there are lots and lots of people who work. And loved it. This episode was really able to bring everything together. And so there's going to be a lunch break. The girls are enjoying lunch, and Yasu, the victim of the day, was captured by Jogi. While the girls were going to eat, Kurizukyun notices that there is something wrong, and the girls jump in to fight. And the fighting scene was very short. It was very irrelevant, but I have some things to say about it. First of all, why did Kirikiss have to jump to perform Heart Garden? Girl, why were you so extra here? Okay, I'm not complaining, because that was one of the only interesting things about the fighting scene. Because other than that, there wasn't really something. The other thing that I felt was interesting was the Kirikiss kick. Baby, she was so fast. I loved it. You know, after the kiss, they all performed and everything was fine. There was another thing that wasn't necessarily related to the fighting scene, but was related to Jogi. And after the Dark Randa is defeated, Jogi mentions that he needs to find people with a stronger darkness. And if we are to analyze the victims that we've been having for the past few weeks, their darknesses are simple darkness, those little bad things that happen during our day. And, we get a little angry, we get a little disappointed, and then we just move on with our lives. It's just basically it that have been happening so far. And before we move on, it is time for Idol Corner. In today's Idol Corner, we're going to talk about Kyururin te shite mite. Kyururin te shite mite is an idol group that started its activities in 2021. Their concept is pursuing the kawaii realism of girls. They're also known as Kyurushite. With 4 members, the group has a style that's heavily color-coded, with each member wearing her own theme color. Their costumes and music videos are always impeccable. Tamaki Yane, the purple member, participated in the special screening of the You and Idol PreCure movie, done just for idols. Her favorite member is Cure Kiss. Kyururin te shite mite song recommendations are Wonderland, Super Melty Love You Flavor, Idol Live Coaster, Karuten number 2222. After the fight, Yasu is good again, and we have the best moment of the episode, in my opinion. It is the moment for the girls to talk about what it means to be an idol for them. We have Cure Idol singing a little bit, and then they all start talking about the fact that they're not able to be idols by themselves. Each one of them talks a little bit about their experiences as idols, and I found that scene super, super beautiful. What a moment. That was the culmination of not only the whole episode, but their whole journey as idols in this season. Incredible, and how important it is to have people cheer on you. I've been cheering for my favorites in this season, even though I think all of the Cures in this season are my favorites because I love all of them, but I do have a soft spot for Kiss and Idol. But the 5 of them are really incredible. I love them all. And then after their little reflection moment, Tanaka calls them and singers are waiting for them. And we are introduced to Ami Ishii, Akane Kumada, and Shihayo Yoshitake, who are the singers of the PreCure, of this specific PreCure season. Ishii Ami joined in Hirogaru Sky. Chihayo Yoshitake has been in for longer. I don't necessarily know if she started in Star Twinkle, but I know she's been since Star Twinkle. I don't know when she joined. And Komada Akane has joined in You and Idol. So very exciting to see the 3 of them voicing themselves in this episode. Their designs are super cute. And they are there to watch the Idol PreCure rehearsal. They want to be inspired because they are fans, because they're also doing a live in Pacifico, Yokohama some days later. And so they want to be inspired by the Idol PreCure, but Cure Idol ends up calling them, inviting them to participate in their show. It was a very beautiful moment. It was very nice that we had that little Easter egg with the 3 of them, especially because the 3 of them are also going to be in the real show. Obviously, they sing the opening of You and Idol, and I just love them. Their voices are amazing. And the episode ends with the 5 of them thinking about the title of the concert. You and I equals We're Idol PreCure. It's the power of everyone, the power of the idols, and the power of the people who are watching them, the power of everyone who is around them that is able to create an idol, that mythos, that power, that legend that we love, that we root for, and that makes us happy. Incredible episode that was really able to encapsulate what this season is about and why the season is called You and I. You and Idol. Truly a beautiful, beautiful episode. I loved it. And next week, it is time for this to join us. It is time for Cure Idol to get a new costume, or at least a new color, because it is time for her power up. And it seems we're getting a little bit of an answer for the question, how do you feel about Kaito? Is she in love with him? Is this a little crush? Is this her first love? Or is she going to discover that her feelings are different? We're going to discover next week, and it seems something will happen to Kaito as well. I am very curious. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you're a member here on YouTube, on Patreon, on Throne, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up to now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!